Ponyfans.com here with linebacker Pete Fleps. Pete, last year the team breaks the 25-year run without a bowl game. This year you're back for the second year in a row. How is the feel different around the team in practice, in meetings, in film, as you get prepared for your second bowl game?
I think we're still excited to be in this position, and the fact that it's a consecutive bowl game for the first time in 25 years. Again, just really excites us, and we have a great opportunity, and we know Army's going to be ready to play, given that this is their first bowl, I think, since '94. So we know we've got a challenge, but we're also looking forward to it.
You often hear coaches and players in different sports say that repeating or getting back to a title game is harder than getting there the first time. Does that make this more of an accomplishment than last year for you?
I think it's just an expectation that we had going in. It was expected that we should go to a bowl, and we also wanted to go to the conference championship, and we did that. Came up short, but it was really an expectation that we had. We're going to go to another bowl, and if we do anything less than that, it's going to be a great disappointment.
This is the second time this year, after playing Navy a couple of months ago, this is the second time this year that you're going to be facing a team that runs the triple option offense. What are the biggest challenges for your defense defending against that kind of offense, and how hard is it to simulate that in practice with a bunch of guys who are recruited to play in the run and shoot?
Some of the challenges, just getting used to that offense as far as the cut blocks, the misdirection, stuff like that. With that offense, you really have to just play very fundamental, sound defense. So, and this time we have a lot more than a week to prepare. So having Navy experience early in the season will help us a lot, and we have a lot more preparation time.
From watching some film and then seeing the Army-Navy game the other day, who impresses you the most? Who jumps off the screen at you in Army's offense?
Their fullback's pretty good. I think their quarterback also. He can make plays with his feet if he has to. So I think they got a couple weapons. But yet again, with that offense, it's really up to the defense to not make any mistakes. And when you do, big plays happen. So we're just going to have to play fundamental defense.
You mentioned their quarterback. Obviously, in a triple option offense, every play starts with him. Army's quarterback, Trent Steelman, maybe not quite as quick or shifty as Ricky Dobbs of Navy, but he's bigger and stronger. How does that change how you guys are going to be able to defend this offense?
Well, with Ricky Dobbs, he could throw the ball really well, so that brought some differences in our preparation. And I don't think Army throws as much or as well, but they still run the triple option really effectively, and they do some different formations. So we'll have to, just prepare for some different things. But I think their quarterback, he's good at running it. He can run the option really well. So we'll just have to prepare as usual, and get ready for Army.
Leading up to the Navy game earlier this year, you and some of the other guys in the front seven talked about just how excited you were to see an offensive line that cut blocks as much as Navy did. Is Army going to do that just as much, and beyond wearing braces, how do you protect yourself against that kind of thing?
Yeah, they will do it just as much. That's how that offense works, because guys are undersized up front, so they have to adjust their blocking scheme by doing a lot of cutting. So with that said, we'll use our hands and eyes really well and stay low, have a good pad level, and that's the best way to protect yourself. And obviously with our defensive linemen, they will wear knee braces. But just using your hands and being a good football player is how you defeat that.
You often hear players talk about trying to sort of create a dislike for an opponent, especially going into a big game. But considering who your opponent is in this game, is it hard to generate that, considering what they represent?
I don't think you have to generate some sort of dislike and able to enable your team to perform better. With any opponent, you got to understand kind of their mentality and what they're going to bring to the game, and each team's different. And with Army and any service academy, these guys play just incredibly hard. They're incredibly tough, and they never quit. So with all those three things, you have to match that, and just match their physicality and that tempo. And you can't really let up, otherwise they'll capitalize on that.